indeed, I am Rexy. I am back here again. You probably wouldn't have heard enough of me over the past week or so. I've been on the hosting mic for 3 times earlier on, and now I'm here to actually run a game. So I'm going to bring over Balatro. This was the poker stroke roguelike stroke deck builder game that ended up being a huge phenomenon throughout 2024. This was one that I ended up really getting into completing the entire collection for, and then I submitted a potential run idea for Frost Fatales, and here I am. So the basic premise is that I have chosen 3 potential decks to do a run for, and I will end up carrying them all the way through to the end of ante 8, which is where would end up being the declared end of the run. But as a certain Zelda character would say, it's dangerous to go alone. So I have with me Sergeant Mug.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm a big roguelike enjoyer and knew nothing about poker before I started prepping for this. So this is a really mind-boggling game that I'm just so thankful to be here for.
Indeed, it's really great to end up seeing you here. Yes, you knew nothing about this when I first ended up sharing to you, and it looks like you've done your homework, right?
I've been doing my best.
It's all good. Yeah, if there's anything I need to answer questions for, then that's fine. So, I ended up picking L3 decks. One has an extra discard, one has an extra hand to play with, another starts for an extra $10. But HockeyBabbler, what am I going to use today?
Well, Rexy, I hope you like extra money because that's what chat donated towards.
Alright, we're going with the Faith Yellow deck. Sure thing. Well, we are definitely on brand for the Fatales group, so I will absolutely take this. Anyway, this is a seeded run, an unseeded run, so I will not click this button. I will not put in a string of numbers. As soon as I click play, the run will start. So tech, be ready, because I'm counting down in 3, 2, 1, go.
Best of luck. Since we're starting this run with $10 extra, maybe we could see some $10 donations.
Heck yes. Alright, so the first thing I would end up doing is try to get out of the first small blind, which I just look for any flush or full house to get me out of there in one go. Easy peasy. Amazing. And now I just need to start building up my Joker deck with the first things I see. I guess spades, because they gave me extra chips with what I have in front of me. So I'll just work with this. I see a straight, which I can end up working with at least 2 of the spades in front of me to end up giving me a good push to begin with. The arrowhead is not necessarily ideal, depending on the kind of deck that I have forward, but it goes down to what I have. Glass cards can be funny because they give you a 2x multiplier, but they also have a chance to break, so that's something else. Random Joker gets me the Gourmet Shell, which leads me close towards my favorite Joker in the game, which is the Cavendish, but if we get that far, I will talk more about it.
Oh my god.
So, destroy that, get a couple of enchanted cards, and then it should be good to move on to the first Blast Bind. So I mentioned spades earlier. All spades are now debuffed, meaning I have to absolutely think about what else to end up contributing. So depending on the amount of points, yes, we managed to get there very quickly with the banana, and it's already gone extinct. Well, gotta look for more of them. I mean, I can try and use Scholar, but it doesn't give me much to work with. Spectral packs can also be fun to handle as well. One selected card in hand, I can do with more of it. Enchanted cards could be interesting to have. So while I get through the second blind, as I said, they're like small, big, and then the boss binds. HockeyBabbler, have you got any immediate words to end up saying while I get through this second ante?
Absolutely. Mr. Game & Shout donates $50 and says, this Yu-Gi-Oh run looks a lot different than I remember. Oh well, good luck anyway, Rexy. Donation goes to Babs' Choice. Glad I could finally catch one of their hosting shifts live, and I would love to see that donation go towards our Octopath Traveler bid war. Let's get that towards the runner's choice, which was Ophelia, who we've never seen in Marathon before.
Have we? I thought we've seen her earlier today, actually.
Well, we saw Clockwork Ophelia. Well, heard Clockwork Ophelia anyway.
Okay, so what you see now is that I got the Square Joker. If I end up as playing 4 cards in a hand, I'm not using that one though, then that would end up adding 4 chips onto it, and more chips would be nice to have at this point. What's this random Joker gonna give me? Not useful, but I'll just leave it there for the time being because it exists. But yeah, the more of a 4 card deals that end up having onto that one, the the higher the chips will end up using later. So now we have all heart cards now being debuffed, meaning I gotta be... that would end up having them taken completely out of the equation, so that is something else. I just want more spades if I'm able to, if I can. That's just there. You've got to bear in mind the arrowhead, most importantly. This is already not great because I already lost the Cavendish right at the start. Okay. Okay, so yes, that spade helps me very quickly there. So that got a little bit risky.
Nice comeback. Oh my gosh, we got it.
Let's go. Now this Cavendish has a 1 in 1,000 chance of being destroyed, but it gives me a 3 times multiplier. The way I arrange my deck is that I have extra chips for left, regular multipliers in the middle, and then I have the times mults to the far right to maximize my point potential. So yeah, this is looking really good now. So things got really spicy there in the best possible way.
Yeah, we're so bad.
While I go through ante 3, give us some more words, HockeyBabbler. Let's see what we can do.
I was just about to say, we just got in a $400 donation from Nebbles.
Oh, Punk.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Who says, greetings, Frost Fatales. This donation comes from myself and some generous coworkers at the law firm which I work at. I brought this event to their attention, and through our DEI committee, we gladly raised this money to bring towards the NWLC. Our firm is mostly female run and owned, and they admired the drive behind the event and charity. Not only this, the firm plans to match the donations collected. As a queer woman, Frost Fatales and this charity and organization helps keep me hopeful in moving forward in times like these. I hope these words speak to a fraction of the gratitude towards this community. To cap this off, I'm putting this towards Ophelia's story. Let's give our sweet cleric some love and adoration. Let's continue hitting more goals in future events. Nebbles, thank you so much for that donation, and thank you to your firm as well for matching it.
Oh my god, that is so touching.
So great, yes! I'm really, really pleased to end up hearing for stories like this. Oh, a Glass Joker gives, that's every glass card that is destroyed. That is probably too risky to play in the marathon setting. Now, all diamond cards are debuffed. We're getting through all of the decks today, so that's going to be quite the thing now what I end up looking forward here. So, once again, I'm looking for 2 pairs to get me through with this, but I still have my arrowhead, so I just hope that whatever I get will give me enough. And now that I have the green Joker going, I gotta make sure to not discard too much, otherwise things may get even spicier still. So there we go, that's us added there. Ante 4 would end up raising the stakes even more. Now I gotta look out for anything that could end up fitting the bill again. And I see, okay, not my favorite one, the raised fist, but at least it is more useful than the Scholar overall, so I can at least take that. And then I have, yeah, you know what, I can discard some cards and get an extra $20 and see if I can also risk things for another potential Joker. 2 pair is a setup I like to have, so looking for the Uranus cards would be more than handy for something like this. And the odd Todd would be way more handy overall, though, rather than relying on the spade cards, so I'm going to quickly take that. And then I see... hello, that's Aku Waku. I'm just saying that. Bit of a memory gag there, so I'd like to see with this. So... okay then, so now that I've ended up clearing space right there for the setup that I have, let's head back to our host.
Absolutely. Speaking on that incentive that we talked about earlier, one of the reasons why we're seeing Primrose so far in the lead is a $500 donation from the opposite, who says, thanks to GDQ and FFA for all the hard work. We can't wait to watch the Octopath Traveler run tonight. Good luck and keep up the hard work. And remember, we can't stop raising money until the run is over. And until I do, I'll keep dancing. Primrose Azelhart.
All right, thank you very much, man. I ended up suddenly ending up in a loop with the money-based tarot cards. So what I ended up doing was using I think it was the full tarot card that ended up giving me a 2 multiplier, and then that gave me the Hermit, which allowed me to add $20 on a couple of different occasions. Just suddenly give me more to work with inside this particular shop. So if I am to maximize my potential, then I can absolutely do this. I do not want to get the Hanged Man, because why would I want to destroy cards for no reason? I have absolutely no idea. I like the idea of 3 cards, but that's not going to work for the time being. So now I'm ready to go straight back into... okay, now I've got to quickly end up looking out for my next set, for sure. So now I ended up going back into the big bind. What I ended up picking, obviously, was the odd tot, which plays cards with an odd rank, gives 31 extra chips, which is way more handy for me to have in the bigger scheme of things. That also includes jacks and kings, which also count as odd, according to the thing. I also want to keep mind of my square joker, especially with the rising number of chips that I've had going into all of this, so this is fine. Wheel of Fortune, and oh, we got the polychrome on the Cavendish. Okay.
Rainbow banana.
Rainbow banana. Give me some of those rainbows in the chat. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right. Well, this is doing swimmingly well. So you would also have noticed that I was also adding in other different effects. You have the foil, which would end up giving out more of a more chips. You have the hologram, which would end up adding out more of a multiplier, and then you got the X times multiplier with the polychrome, which was what I got from the Wheel of Fortune, which was fantastic, by the way. Also, I've got to be mindful of the green joker there, which is going to be something else. Wow, I'm trying to thunk. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to thunk, especially when this is only giving me not very much to work with immediately. So I need to get rid of the green joker at the end of this particular stretch. This is not particularly handy. So 1 in 7 cards get drawn face down. This means I have to be very careful with what ends up getting placed straight into the fray. So at least I managed to get a lucky push just going straight through. So that's all fine. That's all fine. So diamonds. Okay, so there's also lucky cards, which also similarly give a random chance of adding extra money or extra multiplier onto the thing. So it's better to have at this point in the shop rather than adding the rank for something that isn't necessarily active. So it be what it be. So I should also end up getting the Tart Merchant as well, because that could also be useful in the long run. So as I go through ante 8, let's go back to the host.
Wonderful. I have a $50 donation here from Matastars, who says, here's $50 for Linkle's HRT fund. And that is referring, of course, to that open incentive to have Cloud play as Linkle instead of as Link. So I would love to see Linkle. And so let's support Linkle trans rights. Let's donate towards that incentive. Make sure when you're donating at gdq.gg/donate that you scroll down to the bottom, click add incentive, and pick what if Link were a girl?
Yes, because I have the rainbow bananas. So, of course, that is also speaking. What if Link was a girl? So, let's do that. Also, I've just noticed that the ante coming up for the run ahead is... the big boss for this current ante is the tooth, which makes me lose money for every card that I use, which can be very nerve-wracking. But it be what it be. At least now I see the duo, which gives a 2 times multiplier if the hand played is a pair. But at the very least, that can also work in conjunction with the Cavendish. So I can gladly take that into mind. So I just gotta hope that my 2-pair settings would end up keeping on building well with the square joker and all of the other chip-related things going on. We're going super swift. I like this. So I didn't spend too much money at all. That's
amazing
good.
hand.
Talking of hand, we've got an extra one. Vouchers appear after every boss bind. And if you see one that's useful, go straight in the shop and use it. So go straight in for that. Also, I see an immediate straight, so I should play that while I can. I'm taking in mind the green joker. If I discard at any time, then the multiplier will go down, and I do not want to risk that as I end up going into the later stretch of this particular run. So that's how that's gonna going. Okay, so I'm gonna aim for more money again because that's gonna be what it needs to be. And then, I can use that again. Sell that. Double my money again. I'm smart. Investment is sharp as it is. And I should... okay, the fortune teller. I can use that instead. So because I've been using all of these tarot cards, that gets the multiplier every time that I use a tarot card. That is one I also like using in runs, so it works even better for me. This is turning so well, and I'm loving this. Woo! This is already fantastic. So
this
now
is one spicy build.
pricey for sure, but it's definitely paying off, that's for sure. I'm absolutely loving all of this. Go towards another Arcana pack, and let's see, wild card, stone card. I think I have more than enough money right now, so I'm going to focus on my molts. Get the added points up. So there are molt, bonus, and lucky that you can end up getting there, which will respectively add plus molts, chips, and money potential onto your cards. And by cards, I mean playing cards rather than your jokers. So there's a lot of different things can happen all at once. So the eye, that means no repeat types for each round. So I cannot play any more of one type. So if I play this 2 pair, then I can't play a 2 pair again. I would have to end up playing a different kind of card. So 3 of a kind works just well, and that would just get me right over the line. So as I go towards Dante 8, I'm going to bring it back to HockeyBabbler. I'd say 7 even. I miscounted.
Absolutely. I have a $10 song break here from Joe Josie who says, Balatro, poker roguelike Balatro. Balatro, poker roguelike Balatro.
Oh,
and
the Chappelle Roan reference. Brilliant.
We appreciate that so much. You know who would love Chapel Roan, though, is I think Linkle would love Chapel Roan. So let's make sure when you're donating to put that towards that What If Link Were a Girl incentive. I know it seems like a long way off, but these are some fast runs. We are schmoovin'. Chat, I believe that we can hit this incentive. So let's get that done.
Also, can we just get some like donos as tips for Bab's amazing on-the-spot vocal performance there?
Come on, yes, give it to Bab. We deserve the love right there for sure. Okay, so coming up is the most fearful boss blind, which is the wall. And as you would probably expect, it is a very big blind. But I had been absolutely pushing through with the rainbow banana, carrying a lot of this. So this is going to be a real test for sure as we end up getting close to it. So since I ended up mentioning that, now I got to end up thinking about the how I would end up getting around it. So be that as it be, I'm not using that again. I'm going back into the Arcana pack. I see I'm going to change a card to the one on the right, so I'll take a diamond card and then just end up using this. So I don't know if I mentioned why I end up choosing some of the custom decks. All of these are from the various Friend of Jimbo packs, which had been released as DLC. I chose Stardew Valley because we've had Stardew Valley so many times in past Vital events. Court Belen was raised earlier this week. Warframe had been in a very early Vitals event, and Shovel Knight, I guess because way forward, and we had Yours Rising earlier this week, so that all works out for me.
And in Shovel Knight, you can freely choose between being a girl character player and a boy, just as you could do with this upcoming Zelda incentive.
Good points. Okay, so the 140,000 wall should be good to clear, I believe, and we did it. All right, so this means we only have 3 more blinds left to go, and this means a last opportunity to deck build, or 3 last opportunities to do so, and not very many opportunities left for HockeyBabbler to read out some donos, so let's see what else we can get.
Absolutely. You've got love coming in from your community. Zet donated $10 and says, "You're doing awesome, Rexy. Good luck with the cards. Amazing that our little game show project ended you up here. Boo would be so proud."
Our game show project, yes. We've been doing a online version of Taskmaster involving video games. Zet, Boo, and I have been part of the same gang, so huge thanks all the way through.
Absolutely. And I'm sure that they would love to see our incentives be met. So
yes,
as Sergeant Mug mentioned earlier, do make sure.
It happened again. Nice. Wheel of Fortune activated again. We got more foil on the Square Joker. Let's go.
Never punished.
Never punished. Oh no, I said bigger blind, and we're getting it right at the end. I just saw Violent Vessel.
Oh boy. That's okay.
Oh,
this seed is just maximizing entertainment value for the audience.
It does, yes, absolutely. You know what? I'm going to get rid of the steal effect on the queen there. Any opportunity to score points quickly is fine. Yes, do keep talking.
You've got it. We have all of that love coming in. I've got a $10 donation from Yellow who says, let's go Cloud, let's go Linkle, let's go women. And that was, of course, towards that Linkle incentive that we are hoping to unlock. And we are just about 10% of the way there. I know that seems like a long way, chat, but if you donate in even just that $5 minimum, we can get that unlocked. I believe in you, chat. You can do this.
I really gotta thunk again. All of these do not necessarily match with the card that I have on hand. Okay, I can get a pair out of here. That's great. 1, 2, 3, and then look for more bonuses while I can. Let's see how the Square Joker is doing. 92 chips, and then we got the added 50 chips because of the amazing Lucky Foil. I've never seen... Actually, I think I've seen Wheel of Fortune activate more than once before, but in a practice setting? When I play cards fast? Not necessarily.
Would you perhaps say that this has never happened before?
Probably. That has never happened before. Good call, good call.
Really strong deal right out the gate here on this very large blind.
Time's gonna call when I get towards the win screen. Time.
Oh my god. GG's.
GG.
The banana ended up coming in clutch. Rainbow banana hype. That had been so great.
I guess you could say that run was bananas.
It was.
I see what you did there.
You really played it with some appeal.
Oh no, oh no. Oh, we're starting to end up getting banana puns in the donations. Let's see if we can do that for the Link girl goal. Let's do this. It's gonna be great. Hey, yes. Okay, so thank you very much for letting me be a part of Fatales again. I'm back on the stage for my second time. So this is going to be so hype. It's just told me one thing. Indie games can be special and can deliver something completely unusual and can end up grabbing your attention. So I would love to end up exploring a lot more of these as things end up going on. And of course, I want to give my biggest shout out, as I mentioned earlier, to Boo, aka JC Burgo on Twitch, for introducing me to Balatro. And without that kind of link, who knows what would have happened at this potential stage? It's like... so unreal. It could end up, bringing myself into Galaxy Brain. Mug, have you got any last words as well?
Yeah, just huge GGs for that amazing run. You just think lightning fast on your feet, and I know you were worried about this Violet Vessel, but you could just say that getting that Cavendish early, the timing was just right for you. That's it. Thank you for having me.
I did not put in a seed at the start. You have seen the screen. But Chaos Block is indeed only just beginning, because we have Untitled Goose Game just coming up next. Honk honk! Again, thank you so much for having me here. You're amazing.